In East Africa is the world's newest nation, the Republic of South Sudan. In 2011, South Sudan seceded from Greater Sudan following decades of civil war that culminated in a successful referendum, then independence. Unfortunately, today conflict continues in South Sudan, a result of internal strife and poverty, which in turn has created Africa's largest refugee crisis and left parts of the country on the brink of famine. With a population of 12 million, it is reported that 2 million are displaced internally and an additional 2 million living as refugees in neighboring countries. The remaining population is completely dependent on humanitarian aid. Half of the population are under 16 years of age, but less than 50% of them have had access to education. Children are often recruited to fight in a never-ending civil war. Amidst these troubles, the people of South Sudan are strong, proud, hardworking, and resilient, and see a future of hope and opportunity. In the Jebel Ladu region of South Sudan is a farm and a community compound that symbolizes that hope. The Jebel Ladu project was started by a group of philanthropic Canadians who call themselves the Canadian Economic Development Assistance of South Sudan, or Cedass for short. Invited by President Salva Kiir in 2007, Cedass, a South Sudan registered NGO, in partnership with the local communities, began to clear and farm the land in the area of Jebel Ladu adjacent to the Nile River. For years, they have provided the Jebel Ladu community with food security and opportunity by offering modern economic and agricultural training and creating jobs in the community. In order to shift focus to more humanitarian-related activities, such as schooling, medical services, child welfare, and maternal health, Cedass has partnered with Israel-based Global Group to manage the farm project. Global Group is ideally suited as the lead farm partner, as their mission is the modernization, stabilization, and welfare of communities around the world. Together, Cedass and Global Group support each other and the Jebel Ladu community to bring hope and opportunity to South Sudan.
This is the White Nile. 650 kilometers south in Uganda, the White Nile starts. It joins the Nile River at Khartoum, 6,000 kilometers from here, empties into the Mediterranean Sea. This precious lifeline has supported people in South Sudan for centuries. With our partners, Green Horizon, we've been very, very fortunate that we've been able to tie into this huge resource, and we are now using this water to irrigate thousands and thousands of acres of land. We currently have 36 kilometers of pipeline in the ground, spreading out to 6 huge pivots, each pivot irrigating 50 hectares. This year, we'll have the biggest harvest we've ever had. We'll have maize, we'll have sorghum, and we're introducing rice to this program this year. Green Horizon has been an absolutely amazing partner for Cedass. We're hoping this year that we'll produce 4 times the crop that we did last year, and we'll have 4 growing seasons with the help of irrigation.
My name is Yoash. I'm an Israeli, and I'm the managing director of the Green Horizon project on behalf of Global, which is an Israeli company. I'm a long-term farmer. I farmed in Israel. I farmed for 4 years in Ukraine, large-scale farms. And then I worked in Africa since 2012, and now I'm here.
From what we saw like 5 years ago to what you guys have done in just 1 year is just absolutely remarkable.
We bring in top technology, best of its kind. It's Israeli drip irrigation.
How often will you turn this over?
It depends on the vegetable. Tomatoes is probably 100-day cycle.
So 3,
90,
4 a year.
yeah. Generally, this net house is 2 hectares, and we should be able to grow 10 hectares of vegetable. This is okra.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, as early as it is.
Okra.
Very early, yeah.
Yes.
How many months? Weeks.
I don't know, 3 weeks or something like
3
that.
weeks. 3 weeks. Fine.
That's great, eh?
Yeah.
The kids will grow next to a project like this and see what it means.
Yeah, they'll get it. When we originally talked about doing the irrigation, this is exactly where they said they were going to come in from.
The closest place to the farm. Those are the 2 main lines. They're going almost 3.5 kilometers.
This is what we are praying for all those 9 years, 8 years. Yeah.
It's nice to see it happen,
Finally,
Tom.
we have reached it.
It's 2 pumps. There are 2 more on the way. One from the flood and another one through the pivot. So there'll be 4 of them, 4 generators. When I first stepped in Jebel Ladu, it was pretty obvious that this is a game changer. This is the place. This is where we need to put our money in. This is where we need to put our effort.
When we first came to South Sudan, this is what we found at Jebel Ladu. We had 1,000 acres of arable land that hadn't been farmed in over 70 years. This is the kind of clearing that had to be done. We hired locals from the villages around the community, and by hand, they cleared all of this land. And we now have 2,500 acres cleared.
You could see that it can be done. It can be done on a large scale there. We actually started clearing for 1 pivot, and then we thought, well, 1, let's put 3. And we thought, well, 3, let's put 6. So, I see it where there's no conflict of interest, there's no ego problems. It's not about credit or anything. It's really about doing. And you give the other things, the other benefits, the healthcare, the education, the orphanage, clean water, all those projects that some of them are already implemented and some of them we are discussing and hopefully together we'll be able to materialize them. So it's kind of giving a complete envelope around the community.
Your brother was one of the founders of Cedass, and your father was one of the founders of the movement that freed South Sudan. How do you think they're feeling right now? Your dad looking down from heaven and your brother from Melbourne.
I think they will be very proud of Cedass, and this has been the dream of my father. He wanted South Sudan to be a nation that is economically independent, where education is available for all the kids, where there's healthcare. And I think through Cedass, we're able to do it at the village level. This is like a pilot project that can be imitated.
The impact of the Canadians in South Sudan is so great. The expansion of the farm as being the dream of Cedass. Then it has given now Cedass to do more of other activities like the health care, the school, and maybe the clean water project that will be very important to the community actually.
All those plans you have, all those ideas you have, I think together it's very easy to bring them on. The main thing is that we see eye to eye because we're trying to achieve the same things. As I told you, we're not philanthropists. We also believe in everything we do needs to be commercial. Again, the profits are not for us. The profits goes into the project so we can open more farms, do more hectares, help more people. But we're fighting for every dollar and every penny. Because if it's not sustainable, if it's not commercial, one day the money will run out and then it will go back to be the bush that it was before we came, and we know that. Once it's sustainable, it can go on forever, and that's our aim. We're trying to create a platform where organizations such as Cedass and others, and maybe governments, can channel money where they know that it's going to the right place. It's going into the ground, it's going in irrigation systems, it's going in tractors, it's going in farming, it's going in clinics, it's going in healthcare, it's going in schools and education. And they can see where every dollar and every cent is going.
This is the medical clinic at Jebel Ladu. Cedass opened this clinic a year ago, operating it 1 day a week. Because of the overwhelming need in this area, we're now operating the clinic 3 days a week. The closest healthcare is 30 kilometers, and part of the year the road isn't even passable. We've seen amazing results in the very short period of time, employing 7 people, including a doctor, a midwife, maternal health practitioner, pharmacists, and administrative staff. We know there's so much more that we could do here.
We have general consultation services being rendered in this place, basic antenatal care services, and basic reproductive health services, giving deworming programs to children and school pupils every 6 months. We also have minor laboratory services. We test common diseases like malaria. We also test hepatitis.
In this clinic, I offer antenatal service care for mothers, pregnant mothers from conception until the date of labor. We explain them to deliver in a healthy facility where they can be helped. And we also offer reproductive health, educating mothers to go in the village and know how to care for themselves, especially how they can be free from malaria by sleeping under treated mosquito net, and also we have to educate them how to feed, especially nutrition during pregnancy. We always test them to find that they are free of HIV, and in case they are found positive, we refer them to the biggest hospital.
You're doing wonderful work.
Thank you.
When I go back to Canada, they're going to be very happy to see your smiling face and see the work that you're doing. We're very thrilled. We're proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is Jebel State, South Sudan, the youngest nation on the planet. 50% of the kids in this country don't go to school. There's an amazing need in this country for education. Due to the great generosity of donors in Canada and Cedass, we've been able to open this school. The school now is operating. It opened with 300 children. It now has 344 kids, and by the end of this term, there'll be 400 children. We planned on opening a kindergarten next year, but because of the need, the kindergarten is open now. We've been very blessed to have this opportunity to help the people of South Sudan. This is an investment in the next generation. chiefs and guests and kids. This is, since 2005, Cedass has been coming to South Sudan, and today was the most special, warm welcome we've ever had in all of our trips here. We really hope from now forward that the dream that we all had 10 years ago to build a stronger community with jobs, with education, with health, all comes together. This is just the beginning. Everything that these people, your leaders, your parents, your family, everything they have done is for you. When we're all gone, you're going to be here left. We hope you cherish this opportunity and do the very, very best you can to make your parents, your elders, your community leaders proud, because this is going to be yours. In 30 years, you're going to be sitting here and your children are going to be sitting there. You have a big job, but we know you can do it. Our Canadian friends think of you as family now. And we're so proud of where we've come together. They work hard every day back in Canada to help raise money, watch the programs, support the farm. Now we support the school and the medical clinic. The school, the farm, and the medical clinic would not have been made possible had it not been for the support of each and every one of our board members. They are all so proud of everything that we've done together, and we hope there's a lot more we can do in the future. So from Canada, we bring our love and our congratulations.
Bye bye, our sister, because the time we are leaving you. Bye bye, our mother, because the time